discussing my perception of ethics for the principles of Sikhism. The first question that was asked was which of the 5 evils did I find to be most harmful and how to overcome it. Growing up, we are taught of the 5 vices, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, and Ahankar, respectively, lust, anger, greed, attachment, and pride. We have been taught that these are the 5 major weaknesses of the human personality. We are warned to stay away and control these 5 evils in order to live in the spirits of Chardhi Kala. However, after my research, I have come to believe that the most harmful would be Krodh, being anger. Anger is such an emotion that it can lead to self-destruction. It is so powerful, it can destroy friendships and relationships in a matter of seconds. When one is angry, in the height of their wrath, nothing matters. They will say the first thing that enters their mind without any second thought. Only once the individual calms down and has a chance to look upon what happened, then do they realize the kind of destruction they may have created. Now, although anger is a harmful quality, it can be overcome. Listening to Kirtan is the simplest way to overcome any feelings of anger. Kirtan is such a blissful and serene form that the Gurus created to get the Sangha to calm down and solely focus on good Varni. Guruji's teachings can easily explain how anger is not necessary and any problem can be fixed. The following question was to explain the various stages of spiritual realization. Now, these stages are nearly impossible to fully explain. However, I will try my best to do so. My answer is based off the Paudis 34 through 37 in Japji Sahib. There are 5 stages of spiritual realization: Dharamkand, Gyankand, Saramkand, Karamkand, and Sachkand. The first stage, Dharamkand, is the stage of realization, where one understands, among all creations of Vaiguruji, earth is created for righteous living. As in the Dukh, tis vich dharti tha praki taramsar. Vaiguruji's nadar and righteous living leads us to the second stage, Gyankand. In this stage, one gains the knowledge, the Gyan, about the vast creations and the vastness of Akal Purakh. Even the smallest things become so apparent. One asks themselves, what did Vaiguruji not create? This leads us to the next stage, Saramkand. This is where humility develops. One comes to understand that there's nothing greater than Vaiguruji and begins to work hard to be one with the Almighty. The next stage is Karamkand, where with Vaiguruji's Karam and Kirpa, the mind and intellect of a Sikh is minted so that the Sikh can become one with the Akal Purakh, and thus reaches the final stage, Sachkand, the realm of truth. In this stage, one sees Vaiguruji everywhere and in all. The third question was to discuss the role of humility when overcoming pride and to explain any possible hurdles. Humility is a very important factor of Sikh teachings. We have always been taught to be humble and modest and to suppress any ego. Guru Nanak Dev Ji first showed this example when Bhai Lehna Ji came to him looking for the Guru. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, "Sit on my horse and I will bring you to the Guru." He showed modesty, he showed humbleness, and created a touchstone for Sikhi. Pride is a feeling of total self-power. It is a feeling that heightens the beauty and power that one feels for themselves. Humility is humbleness and modesty, the opposite of pride. Having humility can make an individual understand that there's no need to give oneself this immense self-power. We are always taught to be on the path with a lack of vanity. However, it's human nature to mess up and fall off the path. A possible obstacle you may need to overcome is power. If an individual that is struggling to overcome pride is given a status of power, whether that be in their government or in office, it takes a very determined mind to stay modest. It's very easy to get caught up in the new abilities or the new privileges you may have. The easiest way to solve a problem of pride is to do seva. Seva is such a beautiful and respectful thing one can do for another. Doing seva, the act of selfless service, is a very humbling thing one can do to overcome any feelings of pride. By going out of your way to do deeds to help another human being is very rewarding, teaching respect and showing the true meaning of equality. The next question was to describe how to bring equality to an area that resonates with me today. My closest society would be the Sangat at Gurdwara. One of the basics of the Sikh lifestyle is its total equality. A main factor in our uniqueness is that there's no discrimination of any kind. Any man is equal to any woman, and any race is equal to any other. Equality is why the Darbar Sahib has 4 doors to show that all and everyone is welcome from any corner of the world. Take Langar, for example. Why did the Gurus create Langar? It was to initiate total equality in the Gurdwaras. Everyone, regardless of caste, gender, or religion, sat together side by side and ate the same food. Now, for the most part, it is a beautiful thing that it still carries on today. However, many Gurdwaras have added benches and seats to the Langar house. Now, it's a different story to have them for the elderly or the handicapped, but to have them for the youth or special visitors is just a loss for the true meaning of Langar. I believe if we hold on to these core principles, we will be able to bring the true essence of equality to the outside world. The final question was to discuss the role of grace, Gur Prasad, in Gurbani, and how we pray for grace. Right from the beginning, from the Mool Mantra to the very end, every Bani, every Shabad ends in highlighting the importance of grace. Whether the Shabad describes the greatness of Vaiguruji or points out negative aspects of human nature, Guru Sahib says that without grace, success is not possible. Everything we have received, worldly or spiritually, is given by Guruji's grace. This grace cannot be obtained by our own efforts, but by doing ardas in humbleness and with full faith. Tu beyant ko villa jane, Gur Prasad ko shabad pachane, sevak ki ardas pyare, jab jiva prab charan tumhare. In this Shabad, Guru Arjan Dev Ji explains that only a few know how infinite Guru Sahib is. It is a blessing to be able to understand and apply these Shabads to our lives. That should be our ardas. Bhulan chukani maafi, Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh.